it's me, Miss Laura, and welcome to our Storytime craft. Today's Storytime craft pack is entitled Comics because in honor of National Comic Book Day, we are going to be making your very own comic book. So I have titled mine Stickman and Super Blob because those are the good shapes that I can manage to draw accurately. So in your craft pack, you're going to have a few crayons that I gave you. You are going to have a blank little booklet. It will look like this. You'll also have an edible Play-Doh recipe inside too for a treat because it's also National Play-Doh Week. So how you make your thing, you want to start with picturing your character. Who's going to be your superhero or villain that you want to write about? It could be you, it could be your stuffed animal, anybody you want. And I made a cover, and then we just kind of start by making a storyboard. Now I'm going to show you a few samples with mine. I used a ruler and colored pencils, and the very first thing I did was kind of draw out some lines. And as you see, some of my panels go straight across. Some of them I divided in half, and some of them I even made at an angle and halved it some more, okay? I don't use a lot of words in mine, but I used sound words such as splat, whoosh, mwahaha, and help. So we have a lot of sound words, and you can look at the pictures and kind of get an idea what's going on. And you're pretty much going to do this thing over and over again in your book. You can also fill up a whole page if you want to. If you don't want to break it down into panels, you can do a whole page that tells a story. You can make it like a flip book. So you just pretty much make your comic book your own creation. So I'm just going to walk you through one page of mine. We're going to do just a real base panel so you can kind of see what I was talking about here. So I take my pencil and a ruler so I can get a fairly straight line. And I am going to go ahead and draw the lines for the other sections of my comic, like so. And they could be big or small. I might do another little line up here. So let's see. I think I left off with my little guy. The Stickman showed up to rescue Blob from these really bad dark clouds that are making it rain so much that it's flooding everything. So Stickman has showed up and Blob is cheering him on. Now at this point, he's not Super Blob yet. So I think the next part, oh, another fun thing is doing like little design words in there like that too. So the next part is I am going to have a bolt of lightning coming down. And then I'm going to use one of my sound words on here. It's going to go crack. Kind of sounds like what I picture lightning sounding like, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. Yellow is such a hard color to show up, but you can use crayons, markers, anything like that. So there's an attempt at lightning, and my lightning is going to strike poor Blob. Oh no. So I draw his eyes. And there we go. And he's going to have a very surprised mouth. Whoa! There we go. And surprised eyes. I think I used this color for his eyes. And we're going to have that lightning coming down and striking poor Blob. Let me color him in a little bit. And I'm kind of going fast for a video. You can take your time with it. You can make, like I said, your comic book. You can have each as detailed or as big or as small as you want it to. You can make each page its own little comic strip even, that tells a little short story if you want to. You can have them fighting in space or in the desert. You can have airplanes, spaceships, whatever you want. And he's going to go, ow, because he got struck by lightning there, so he's got a boo-boo. And this little thing is a little speaker box. There you go. So there he is. And in my next panel, we are going to have a really big blob. Ooh. Those are like his eyelids. And there we have his nose. And I'm going to have him glowing. Let's make him glow green. Whoops. That's not green. That was blue. So he's glowing. Because now the lightning bolt that came from the super bad clouds have transformed him into, let's give him some eyeballs here. Eyeballs are important. There you go. It has transformed him into Super Blob. Ta-da-da-da-da! Ta-da! So, and you could play around with it and make designs around the words. Probably have to color them in, add a mouth, but just have some fun with it. And then when you are done, or as you're going along, share with me your comic book. I want to know what you created and stuff, what imagination you have, what stories you can come up with. And you don't have to do all this in one day. I've been working on this honestly for about 3 days. So mainly because I have other things to do, but you know, take your time with it. Really think about who you want to be, your superhero, super villain. It could even just be a kid going to school. It doesn't even have to have superpowers. They could be going to school and learning to read, and you know, they're talking to their teacher, making a friend. It could be about your cat. You know, make a comic book about your kitty cat or a guinea pig. So let me know what you come up with, okay? And don't forget to share it with me. Alrighty, bye-bye.